Hello and welcome, my name is JaMZz and today I'm bringing to you a HBRa3 best class setup for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The gameplay in the background is a 42 and 20 gameplay, I believe. It's been relatively hard to get gameplays in this game because there's skill based matchmaking, which basically means I get matched up against other players with 2 KDs, and at this time of day when everyone's at school, basically I get matched up against Americans or people from far off countries, and obviously there's a majority of them and a minority of me, so they get hosts. It's pretty much impossible for me to get really good gameplays because the hit registration is just absolutely dreadful. Anyway, getting into the video, the gun is obviously the HBRa3. I really like it. It's really powerful, as well as being really accurate. It basically, coupled with the grip attachment, it basically has little to no recoil. So getting into that, speaking of the grip, the attachments that I'm going to use on this gun are the red dot sight, because I believe the iron sights are absolutely awful. They just don't see, you can't see much apart from through the middle of the iron sights when you're aiming in, so basically it's really bad for those little situations and stuff. And also it seems to make it look like it is bouncing up and down a little bit more, the iron sights, so even with the grip on, it makes it look like it's got more recoil. So I take a red dot on that. Obviously a grip, as I've just been speaking about, and stock is potentially the best attachment in the game. It's necessary for all assault rifles. It's literally Stalker from Ghost, but it's an attachment on a gun instead of a 3-point perk, so it's really quite like overpowered in my opinion. And I don't know, I think maybe the movement speed that you move when you're walking should be decreased or something, because you can literally just like strafe for days and no one can hit you basically. It's just incredible. The secondary that I don't actually take a secondary, so I just use a combat knife. Normally, or in this gameplay, you would have seen me at the start use the combat knife just to get into those positions as quickly as possible. The wild cards that I use are Perk 3 Greed and Primary Gunfighter. Primary Gunfighter obviously because I've taken 3 attachments on this gun. And Perk 3 Greed because, well, I'm going to start from Perk 1. So the perks I use in this game are Low Profile, so I don't come up for UAVs. Cold Blooded, so streaks and stuff can't see me, and when people aim at me, there's no red name comes up above my head, so they have to think twice before they shoot me basically. Perk 3, I use Toughness and Blast Suppressor. Toughness is basically focus from Ghost, so when you are aiming down sight and someone is shooting at you, you won't start flinching and start aiming at the sky. And then I also use Blast Suppressor, so I can use actually use the EXO abilities without coming up on the radar as like a radar ping thing every single time, which is extremely frustrating that they put that in the game, but because it basically stops people from using the EXO abilities as much as they could. So if you use that, then yeah, I think that's the best one. I think that's probably the best perk in the game. Or Toughness is a necessary perk to win gunfights, otherwise you're going to start shooting up at the sky once someone else shoots back at you. And my first score streak is the UAV, just a plain old UAV, no upgrades, 400 point streak. It doesn't take that long to get. If you're playing an objective game mode, it's literally just like one flag cap, 2 kills, or like 4 kills or something like that. It's not too hard to get. Score streak 2 is the XS1 Vulcan, which I've upgraded to have 2 blasts, so it's 750 score streak. If you didn't know what the Vulcan is, it's like the laser beam that beams down onto the map and takes people out. Basically, I use that, and then the upgrade allows me to have 2 laser beams, so I can laser beam, kill someone, and then everyone comes out their little camping spots inside. And I've still got another laser beam, which they don't know, and I've got a couple of double kills, maybe. Yeah, a couple of double kills with it. It's pretty decent. The Paladin is probably my favourite streak in this game at the moment. It reminds me sort of like, well, it's kind of a really bad AC-130. It's a 1100 score streak when it's upgraded to have Sleight of Hand. So basically the Sleight of Hand gives me the time it takes for the weapon to reload. So you can fire down onto the map, and then you can just reload it and go again, basically. So yeah, that concludes my best class setup. The rest of the video will be the gameplay in the background. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll probably put some music over it. Just chill, watch the video. Remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new around here. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.